So you took part in this conversation, and one of the first questions was, what does the Church of England mean to you?
Yeah.
Can you tell us some of the things that you were saying?
It's like an ornament in Stroud that I've been brought up with for the last 21 years of my life.
The church is like an ornament.
Yeah, if it left Stroud now, it just wouldn't be the same town. It's part of it, and it shouldn't. I don't think it'd ever be like different without it. A lot of people say, "Oh, it's only the church," but as soon as I guarantee now, if that church got knocked down, a lot of people would complain.
And would it make you sad?
Of course it would. My mum, my gran, and my gran have put a lot of effort and work into that. Fundraisers, a lot of holiday clubs, and all that. Yeah.
And you said that actually, church and religion and Christianity is one of the few things that you can kind of connect with your gran on. Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's just nice that one thing that keeps her happy. Because obviously her faith means a lot to her. She's like 82, 83 now, but she still loves her religion. And she got a lot of she's got Alzheimer's, but she still makes the effort to go to church every Sunday. So.
And also in the conversation, we talked about for you in your community, in your life today, what you would like to see change for it to be a vision of hope and a bit of a dream. So can you describe what that community looks like in your eyes?
Clean, non-disrespectful. Everybody just respects each other. Respects the rules. Doesn't act like a hooligan really. It's just what everybody just to live by the law. Don't break it. Obviously respect one another, and just don't take the mick really.
And is that obviously there's some shortcomings in the community now that do you feel respected? Would you say?
I would say in ways, but in some ways no, because some of the young generation just take life too much for granted, and they're not really going to know what life is really until they're 18 years old, and they haven't got a job. I'm not saying it will happen, but if it ever happens, they're going to be 18 years old, no job, not living with mum anymore. And they're going to think, oh no, I was on my own 2 feet.
And then we talked about how the church might be able to help realise that kind of hope for your community in your life.
Yeah. And
can you think of any kind of very specific ways the church people, the church community can make that a reality then?
Make a little group, like a little group they can sit down, have a conversation through every week, I don't know really, like a catch-up club really.
For you?
Well, for everybody in the church, if they like it.
But what about your life, what about your community? How can the church impact on you to make your life better?
More events.
More events, what does that mean?
Like, with the community, like, actually gets everybody involved, Could be anything really, swimming, anything, yeah.
And that would make...
Cricket, football.
Yeah. So it's very sports focused then. That's your kind of...
Because I think sports is the main target. It's because it gets a lot of people up and active.